And we're back with AP as we see it, and we were discussing the Super Bowl. We had that wrap up, but we want to look at something else now. We want to look at the transfer portal rankings, and we're going to check back last year and see how that may have affected a team and their chances of winning and making the college football playoff, or just improving their regular season record. And then we're going to look at, fast forward to this year, the current state of the rankings. And this will be a national ranking that I'll be giving you. So anyway, let's look back to 2024. Number one last year was Ole Miss in the transfer portal. And of course, they had an excellent season, won the bowl game, but did not make the playoffs. It was very disappointing, I think, for Lane Kiffin. But he was number one in the transfer portal, but did not make the college football playoffs. And that was the goal because they were right there on the cusp. Alabama, number 3, did not make the playoffs. They, too, were a game away from being in the college football playoff, I believe, if they defeated Oklahoma on the road. They had the 3-touchdown loss, putting up 3 points against the Sooners, who struggled all season, had just a 1 win in the conference. Number 4 was Texas A&M. Now, they had a better season than with the new coach, Mike Elko. They were at the top of the league going into the game against their rival Texas. They were not able to win the game, but they improved significantly. And number 4 on the list for the transfer portal year of 2024. Number 5 was Texas. They made the 12-team college football playoff, and they made the championship game of the SEC. So they fared well with their group of transfers. Number 6 was Florida. Now we know they had the most difficult schedule of anybody in the country, maybe, and they were able to survive and thrive at the end of the year with some upsets. So Florida, with the number 6 transfer portal ranking in 2024, we have Mizzou, who had high hopes to make the playoffs, number 13 with the 2024 transfer portal, but they did not make the championship game, did not make the college football playoff 12-team. So I think that was a disappointment for them. They had a good season, but they should probably have been in the college football playoff. They stumbled this season with that group. Number 14 was Georgia. They won the SEC. They were in the championship game of the conference, lost by double digits in the college football 12-team playoff. But they were number 14. South Carolina, number 16. They had an excellent season. They, too, were a game or so from being in the college football playoff. They fell short, but I think that transfer class helped them. Oklahoma, number 20. They won the one game prior to the Alabama game that they hosted the Crimson Tide, were able to win by 3 touchdowns. They were number 20th, did not have a good season. 21, University of Kentucky, very disappointing. They had the one great victory against Ole Miss in Oxford. I covered that game. I don't think they were satisfied, though. They shouldn't be, because it was one game that they won against a Power 4 team. So Kentucky, number 21. Arkansas, number 26, made the bowl game. I think they're still trying to get better under Sam Pittman, their coach. So they were number 26. Auburn, number 27, definitely were not happy with the season. Didn't go to a bowl game, so Auburn's looking to do better in the transfer portal and overall this coming season for Hugh Freeze and company. Number 31 was Tennessee, made the playoffs, lost in the first round by 25 points to the eventual national championship, and that game was played in Columbus, Ohio. But Tennessee at number 31. Vanderbilt, number 39. That was an awesome season for them. Beat number 1 at the time, University of Alabama, put 40 points on the Crimson Tide. That's not luck when you score 40 points. They took Texas to a 3-point game, 27-24. In Nashville, they went to double overtime with Mizzou. So Vanderbilt at number 39, they made strides to be very competitive and win ball games. Number 43 was LSU. Disappointing. Couldn't play enough defense. Brian Kelly, that seems to be the Achilles heel for his teams at LSU. Outstanding offense, prolific offense. Barely played defense. So LSU's got to do better with their transfer portal to at least improve their defense. Number 45, Mississippi State. Now we know that Mississippi State had the new coach, Jeff Levy. He's offensive minded. He's got to get a better defense. So they're looking to improve on that side of the ball. So let's take a look now currently at the 2025 transfer portal rankings. You have number 1 is LSU. Let's see, they got some defensive players to help them out on that side of the ball because they definitely can score points. Garrett Nussmeier returns, their quarterback. He'll be one of the better signal callers in the conference, if not across the country. Ole Miss, once again, number two in the country. They were number 1 last year. They're looking for the new quarterback. Mizzou, number 6. Have to replace Luther Burden III, the outstanding wide receiver. Auburn, number 8, looking to be better all across the board, offense, defense, special teams. They're trying to get back winning ball games. Kentucky, number 9. They're looking for the new quarterback as well. And like I said, Kentucky is a team, they won the SEC football conference. So we had that discussion about the basketball school, football school. Kentucky has won the SEC. They're number 9 right now, currently in the transfer portal recruiting for 2025. Number 10, Texas A&M. They had an excellent season, as I said. South Carolina, 13. They're looking to get in the mix and make that college football playoff, I'm sure. Number 15, Mississippi State. That's quite a leap from the last year when they were 45th. So Jeff Lebby and company, hopefully they got some defensive players. Oklahoma, number 16. They've got to get better. They have the transfer quarterback from Washington State. They brought down the offensive coordinator as well. So they should have, I think, significant improvement on the offensive side. Arkansas, number 17. Let's see if they can get some defense going. Number 20 is Alabama. Like I said, they were 1 game away from probably being in the college football 12-team playoff. Vanderbilt, number 45. Clark Lee, and they're trying to keep that winning way. They're winning ways. They won the bowl game, beat a good Georgia Tech team who took Georgia to a number of overtimes. So Vanderbilt looking to improve in the transfer portal. Number 46 is Georgia. Number 57, I guess, is Texas. And the last 2, Texas has a lot of players, so I wouldn't be too upset with that number right now. And this, of course, this is the current listing in February. Number 87 is Florida. They're trying to another tough schedule because they repeat that schedule of the SEC, same schedule for the 24 and 25 season. So rough road. But number 90 is Tennessee. Made the playoffs last year, but I don't know what's going to happen with Tennessee. They're trying to continue to improve with their quarterback, Nico, and get some additional wide receivers. And so we'll see what happens with Tennessee. They made the playoffs, which was an excellent leap of the program for Josh Heupel and company. So, but at the NFL draft, and I was on Radio Row just to finish up with the NFL Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, we had a chance to visit with the Bay Area booth because they're going to be hosting the Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 50 was there. I covered it, as I mentioned. Kenny Stabler was announced for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's going to be at Santa Clara, which was also the site of the College Football Playoff Championship game between Alabama and Clemson. That game was won by Clemson by 4 touchdowns. I believe it's 42-14. But it's at Santa Clara, their stadium, the San Francisco 49ers. They will be the host team. So they're going to be hosting the Super Bowl this year, Super Bowl number 60. So it was nice to visit with them. We had the press conference. And you can watch that press conference when they made the transition from New Orleans to the Bay Area. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, AP As We See It. They had the mayor of San Jose was there, the owner, Jed York, the president, Al Guido of the 49ers, and Gail Benson, the gracious host, the owner of the New Orleans Saints, the mayor of New Orleans, and all their host members. They made the transfer to the actual, I think we have the actual photo. We'll put that up there of the football. It says Super Bowl 60 on the football as well. But it'll be in Santa Clara, the Bay Area next year. And we also had a chance to visit with the Green Bay booth because they're hosting the 2025 NFL draft. I cover those drafts for a number of years. I'll be there in Green Bay and look forward. I've never been to Wisconsin, so those rabid fans in Green Bay, they're excited to host the NFL draft, and that's an interesting organization. Really, through the years, they've had championships, and they wouldn't be even in existence if it wasn't for the Mara family and some of the other original owners who knew that they can make more money, but they wanted a city like Green Bay to be part of the NFL, where it reached across the country, and that revenue sharing was a great philosophy to subscribe when they formed the NFL, or it evolved to that point. So that's something I think college football can learn. You don't have to have the most money, or you can share with other people and make this a great game, not only in a region or a conference, but across this entire country. So we look forward to being in Green Bay to cover that 2025 NFL draft. But we want to thank our sponsors, Greer's Markets, 29 locations, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi. We want to, and remember, Greer's got it, they guarantee it. And also Wind Creek, the 3 Alabama locations, Atmore, Montgomery, Wetumpka. And that's another edition of AP As We See It. And we'll be back next week. Thank you.